Okay guys, so I wasn't planning on trading today. I wasn't planning on getting into a trade. I didn't really have much for settled funds. I had $12 and change in settled funds, so I was just going to wait and make a video tomorrow. But I woke up, I was looking at the market, and I saw NBRX. It had gapped up a lot pre-market. So around I would say 9:25, I was feeling a little bit of Fomo. I had a really good catalyst. I had some COVID-19 news, so I was like, man, this thing's definitely gonna rip up. But I'll play out the video and you guys can see exactly what happened. So I think a little bit of FOMO rushed me into this trade. I've done a couple of pre-market trades where I jumped the gun and got in right before the bell opened, and it usually doesn't turn out good because usually the stock rips down and you end up getting into your stop loss before it rips back up to where, over what you paid for it, so you can get a target price. So I'll just play this out and I'll go over the trade. So I got in at $1.52 with 8 shares, so it ended up being like $12 and change. Right underneath what I had left. I think I had a quarter left after this, 25 cents of settled funds. So I actually put in a limit order for $1.52 right around this area. It was like $1.54. So it flushed down a little bit and I got filled. So I got filled at $1.51. You can see there I have 25 cents to sell cash left. Just checking, make sure I didn't go over my settled funds. So I was just thinking, you know what, I'll get in this now. And it had such good news about COVID-19 and a vaccine. So the news was, let me pause this really quick. So the news was Moleculin pops 33% on antiviral activity for a potential COVID-19 treatment. Anything COVID-19 related, usually with good volume too, usually just, rips up. That's what I've seen. So I was definitely like, you know what, I'm going to get in this now. I think I'm in a good price point, and it's over VWAP. So I'm like, this is strong right now before the market opens. Here it's 9:29. The market's about to open in like 50 seconds. So I just placed a sell market order, or I have my order type on market for the full 8 shares just in case, just for when this thing rips. I just wanted to catch it. So I have to wait for the bell to open because I can't sell a market order in pre-market. It has to be a limit order only. So right here it's already $1.53, some good solid green candles. I mean, you have a doji candle here, but then here you get some better green candles. And it's at an uptrend right here, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I really don't have a stop loss because it's a $12 trade, so I'm willing to lose whatever. The market opens right here, and it just, I know it's going to pull back, but I'm thinking, oh, it's going to pull back then rip up. So mentally I have a stop loss for like $1. If this thing flushes down to $1, if I was to lose 50 cents on 8 shares, that'd be $4. Still less than what I made yesterday. So I'm willing to take a pretty big mental stop on this. And I know the likelihood of it going down to $1 is pretty slim, even with the news. But this thing totally didn't do what I thought. It doesn't have a lot of momentum strength going up. It's just, we'll just fast forward so that this video is not too long. So basically it gets to where my price point is, $1.52. And it totally didn't do what I wanted it to do. So it just sells off. I mean, for something with a catalyst like that, COVID-19, to do with a vaccine, you would think, and this had a lot of volume. Had like, well, even right now, has like 40 million shares of volume. But the 52-week high is like $1.97, so it did a lot of movement pre-market. It went all the way up to $1.73, as you can see here. And I really didn't want to be waiting and sitting watching this all day for a little bit of profit. There's a 200 moving average way down there, like $1.35. So now I'm thinking, man, this thing could get down to there and tap that, or break through it, or bounce off it. So I'm like, oh man, this is going to be a long trade for not that much profit. You see, I'm just out 36 cents as of now. Let me just fast forward. So just disappointment. Disappointments, flushing down. Keep checking back. $1.42. Now I'm 10 cents out, 12 cents out. 88-cent loss. Finally see a green candle. So I don't know if this stock's shortable or not, but if it is, then everyone going short took a profit. So they're buying down here. More people are probably buying at this dip or the low, $1.38. So now this thing's starting to get some momentum going back up. But no, it continues to drop. And finally see some green candles. So even down here, I'm not even close to my stop. I mean, with the $12 trade, I just wanted to get in this because if it did rip up $1 a share on 8 shares, I could be up $8 on a $12 trade. That's what I was hoping for. But you can't just hope. I mean, it's a stock market. It's unforgiving. You could just go by analysis and try to figure out what the stock's going to do. But I'm basically doing this channel to show that anyone could get in and learn. The best way to learn is not from courses. I mean, you're going to get a little bit of a head start in the courses, but you just have to start doing it. Open a $100 account. What's $100? If you lose $100, you can do $1 trades all day. You can do 100 $1 trades in one day. That's a lot of experience you're getting. You're not going to make much profit, but that's what I started doing at first, and now I just use my whole position size. Or you can even do paper trading. I'll do a tutorial on paper trading if anyone wants me to. But if you guys like the content, please subscribe. I'm definitely trying to build this channel. I can use the support. So like the video, subscribe. I'm just going to let you know this is going to be a losing trade. You can see now I'm 12 minutes into this thing. I'm down 80 something cents. I just keep going back. There's the 200 moving average. It decides to bounce off that. $1.36. So it does end up bouncing off the 200 moving average, and then it decides to bounce back up. I did set a stop loss for $1. I mean, but then I decide to cancel it because it's so far down. I'm like, you know what? This thing goes that far down, I'll probably end up just selling for less than that. But now we start to get some upward movement, and here it starts bouncing back up. Solid 1 minute candles, solid green 1 minute candles. Oh, you know, I stepped away from the computer for a little bit. So I came back a minute later, and here we go. I saw these solid, this thing is, I'm like, man, this thing's gonna pop now. This thing is moving up fast. Went from $1.35 to $1.49 in like 3 minutes. So I'm like, alright, here we go. Maybe I'll make a profit on this. So right there, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna cancel this stop at $2 just in case I want to do a quick market order to get out. Here we go, it's at $1.47, 48. Now I want to see a breakthrough like $1.50 or $1.51. Well, the $0.50 is a good spot for it to break out and get some momentum going up. Here we go, still seeing green, a lot of green on the tape over here. Red, I'm not even looking at the level 2 on this, I should be. But even the 5 minute candles, look at these 5 minute candles, this thing's looking really good. So it's being stubborn around the $1.50 area. Here's $1.49. And here's a new 1 minute candle. Forms right here. I'm like, man, if this is a green candle, then we're definitely going to get some good upward movement. Looking at the 5 minute, it's looking alright. So the $1.54 mark is a mark to break. Just making a trend line to where my order is at $1.52. And still green. There, we broke $1.50. So there's $1.51. This is just being stubborn. For something with COVID-19 related news, I don't know why this thing didn't rip up today. And here we go. I should have sold right there. I should have just sold it and took 25-cent profit for the day. But down here it's getting close. It's a solid green candle. It's getting close to the next 1 minute candle. We got like 10 seconds left. I'm like, man, if this forms another green, if this opens like up here on the next candle, then it's definitely going to move up. And I'm like, alright, I'm not going to sell. This is going somewhere. And then you start to see all the selling, all the red. And on 1 cent, profit right now. I'm 8 cents profit. I still should have just been out because this is just being so stubborn. And with the 5-minute chart, like, man, this still looks pretty good. Let me just wait. And no, it decides to flush down. So here now I'm like 20 minutes into this trade. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna be out. If this stays at $1.46, I'm just gonna be out. If it starts to go below $1.46. So there I sold. I was out for a loss, not a big loss like I would have took down here. So I was out 58 cents. So yesterday I was up $6, so it's not a big loss. For my account overall, it's not a big loss. For a $12 trade, it's, I guess, a good sized loss for a $12 trade. But overall, I'm not worried about it. It's 58 cents. And I just rushed into this trade. The catalyst